If you want to kill an open source project in 2026, you don't need a team or lawyers anymore. You just need to write terrible code, expose your customers' data, and when the community finds out, you blame artificial intelligence. Welcome to the cal.com disaster. I am Rational Tech, and today we are looking at the most pathetic corporate excuse for closing a source code in recent history. Let's look at the architectural betrayal. Cal.com built its entire brand positioning itself as the open source Calendly. It's a classic tech playbook. You use the FOSS flag to gain immediate trust. You get developers to adopt your tool. You get sysadmins to self-host it. And most importantly, you get a global community of engineers doing free QA and debugging for your code base. You harvest the goodwill of the open source community to build your valuation. But then, reality hits. Investors want more control, and keeping the code open becomes a liability. So, Cal.com decided to pull the plug and transition away from true open source. Now, companies do this all the time. Just look at the HashiCorp or Redis. Usually, they give a standard corporate PR response. We need a sustainable business model. It sucks, but at least it's honest capitalism. Cal.com instead decide to insult our intelligence. They released a statement claiming they had to close the source code for security reasons. Their argument, AI makes it too easy for bad actors to scan open repositories and find vulnerabilities. Let that sink in. A tech company in the 2026 is officially trying to sell us security through obscurity wrapped in a AI buzzword. They are basically saying, our code is so fragile that if people can read it, we are compromised. But system logs don't lie. The open source community didn't buy this AI bullshit because we saw what was actually happening in their commits. Before closing the code, Cal.com suffered some incredibly embarrassing security flaws. We are talking about total TOTP bypasses, meaning you could literally type anything into the two-factor authentication field and the system would let you in. We are talking about broken APIs with basic IDOR vulnerabilities where any authenticated user could potentially read or delete other people's schedules. These aren't sophisticated zero-day exploits generated by a super intelligent AI. These are junior-level coding mistakes, basic access control failures. Cal.com didn't close their source code to protect you from AI. They closed it because they were embarrassed by the quality of their own infrastructure and they want to hide their incompetence behind a proprietary wall. They use the open source community to build their castle and then pulled up the drawbridge the moment we noticed the walls were made of cardboard. Stop funding corporate hijacking. Self-host your tools, read the documentation, and remember, if you don't control your infrastructure, the company does.